this question I was faced when I was prepared for the same question they were asking. So the same question, but not similarly. Okay, when we do copy or when we do save the changes which we have in the copy mode. So I told them that when we do any changes, then only we can copy. Until and unless we do not like that, instantly we cannot do, right? So when we have any changes, then only we can again we will copy and save that file. I told them that backup file. Um,
No, I mean, my question is, suppose it is a new project, okay? We just deployed it into the production model and we have to give the product to the end users. So in this case, how many production models do we maintain? Like the one we give to the end users, and we also have one more copy for us, like for developers and all.
just let me
If
understand.
this is a production model, until it goes live, we will have all these three models in our hand. If it goes live, only the production model totally will hand over to the business
End
users.
users.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until
So
it is
okay.
operating,
Okay.
we'll
So
say
now
that
we go to the next level. Say that suppose in four sprints we have finished the development and we have given it to the end users. So this is the fifth sprint, and as Sagar said, like we lost some production data in the production module which we have already given to the end user. Now they want to retrieve the data. What should we do in that case?
So already we have the copy of the model, right?
So we also maintain a copy of production module for developers, like separately for developers, just to maintain what kind of features we have or what kind of production data we have. Is that right? Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, in that scenario, yeah, then only it will not consume any space of our workspace.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Thank you.
not only production model, so even we have to maintain one copy and one archive for even standard mode as well, like this development model. I think so that also we have to maintain at least one of the copy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi everyone, am I audible to you?
Hi, Asif.
Yeah,
Hi.
hi.
Yes. So sorry to interrupt. So like
no,
when we do copy of our uh, dev model and prod model, mean once at the time of starting we'll do one copy and we simply will make copy and archive. So that will work as a backup. One thing, this one extra we will maintain. Officially we don't mention, and that is not a rule, but our safety purpose will maintain. It doesn't occupy any space, so simply, so no one will ask about that one. So that is our backup. So why we maintain means, so if you have lost any data in that copied model, you have the data. Simply what happened, you can export the data and you can import here. So that option we have. So because of that reason only we'll do that one. And one more thing, when we'll do again each and every import, we don't make copy. If you make the copy, what happens, you'll daily, if you are doing 2 3 imports, so it doesn't make sense. When we do copy and archive means, if you have the doubt, so you have made lot of changes, structural changes, so it may be cause for the losing the data. So in that scenario, if you have any doubt, for that situation what should we do, we simply we need to make one copy, so that if you lost any data, simply we can import from the that copied model. So that purpose we'll do for each and every import. If I make, so daily 2 3 times if I am doing import, so if I do the copies, what happens, for monthly it become the 50 models. So not like that, whenever if you have the doubt, if you are changing the large formulas, so weekly once we'll
Okay.
do these type of things, we'll copy and we'll give the date. So copy, uh, like we can see, dev model copy version will give the date July, February 2025, like that we'll give name for that model. So backup model something whatever we'll give, dev copy version of the Feb 2025, this date. If we want exactly on that date data, we'll go there and we can bring back standard mode and we can import the data. If you lost the data Otherwise, simply what happened, we will delete it. We don't require each and every time.
Oh,
So the
so
thing
I
is,
think,
yes.
yeah, one more doubt along with it. So suppose if end users loses any production data, are we responsible to retrieve it, or the integration team or ETL team works on that in order to push that production data again?
No, we need to help for them 100%.
Okay.
So
I
we
mean,
need
what will be our role in that? Like, do we need to import it into Anaplan, or I just want to know the path, like
just
what will happen in
whatever
that
we have.
scenario?
Yes, already we have discussed this one on while discussing the second scenario and third scenario. So our responsibility, so we need to bring that data. So why they have lost today, they have lost data. So simply what can we do, we'll make one copy of
Okay.
today's model, and our model, production model,
Okay.
simply we will, what will we do, bring standard mode from the deployed mode. So if I make model from standard to deployed to standard, can I restore my model to till yesterday's restoring option or not?
Yes.
Yesterday,
Yes.
yes. Otherwise, what happened in production model, what is the problem we have? Only one sync you can restore your model to, one sync, not more
Hmm.
than one sync. So last wherever you
Right.
have synchronized, till that point only you can restore. So if I bring back my
Right.
model to
Standard mode.
standard mode, I can restore my model to still whatever, wherever I want I can restore, wherever I have the data. Yesterday's restore point I will go, and simply I will restore my model, and then there I will get the data. That data I will export, and then whatever the copy model I have made today, production model, simply this data will export in the that model. So
Okay.
after completing our exporting data from this model to, like in our production model copy whatever I have made, in that one, simply I will import the data, and after completing every process, this standard model whatever I made, this one I can delete after getting the data, after verifying. So in this way we
Okay.
can retrieve our data from our like by making, but the thing is here, we need to make the deployed model in the
That's true.
standard mode, and we can restore wherever we have the data. So by the time we need to make the copy as well, production model, so that what happened, the in that production copy, it work as a permanent production model. Whatever we have now, we are whatever restoring our model, it will be like temporary model for data exporting purpose, we are using this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Is it clear how we are getting the data?
Yes,
But
sir.
Asif bhai, I have one doubt. This production data will be input by the end user only, right? We don't have the
No, no,
production
in
data.
we have lost the data. So exporting this type of, this all technical point they don't know. Okay, so we can help to get the data as well, not a issue. Once if you set everything, later they can upload their data. If you have the problem in that scenario, we can't say like that, correct? So once everything is set, so they can upload their data regularly.
Okay, but what they are uploading, we don't have that copy, right?
No, no, they will provide. Why don't they have? Even in that reports you can export, correct? In the reports only, whatever you are exporting, that only data.
Okay, okay.
In
That
profit
that's
and
still
loss
okay.
report we have, for example, profit and loss report if you have, so that data we are exporting. So nothing but what happens, that we have the data, correct? So in our
Yes,
model,
yes.
if they upload, so we can see in our modules whatever data they are uploading.
Okay. So
So
they will again input the values again afterwards.
So again we need to input. We need to input the data in the modules wherever we need, so that everything will get back our data.
Okay, okay.
So in this way we can recover our data. So this they are asking AL and ALM different. So basically they are asking ALM questions like our second and third scenario and fourth scenario they will ask. First scenario generally they don't ask. And again, so whatever now we are discussing this type of questions they are asking. And other than that one, before doing ALM, what will you do? So what are the steps we need to follow? So like we need to clean up the data, we need to optimize the model, we need to delete unwanted dimensions in the module. So everything unwanted line items we need to remove, keep no data format. So like that we need to like everything we need to do here before going to ALM. And after that we need to make list as a production list, whichever the list we want change in the production model, like without comparing and synchronization process, directly we can do in the deployed model. So that things we have. Other than that one, you can see so even we should check whether production list items are we using any formula references. So that one also we need to check. So generally if you are using any production list in any formula references, so it doesn't allow us. Already we have seen that one, correct? So it doesn't allow to make list as a production list. So these type of things, different things they are asking, we should be ready for all those things. So whatever they are asking, so we should be ready for that all questions. So ALM procedure and ALM scenarios and what are the complexes, so we'll face. So one more thing, while doing this ALM process, even so we need to take, while doing each and every compare and synchronization process, we need to send message in our groups generally. So why we need to send message in the groups means, so somebody will create something, so because of that one what happens, others will get disturbed, correct? So if they are doing middle of something, so simply what happens, if you pull directly from without asking them dev to prod, what happened, that middle work will pull to the dev to prod. Is it correct?
Yes, yes.
So
Yes.
we need to ask someone is in middle of something. So in the group generally we need to mention that I am going to sync from dev to prod. So do you have any objections? If they have objection, they will ask us to wait for some time. So after completing their middle works, so they will give permission to us to you can sync now. So that whatever they how middle they were middle, so they will complete and that all changes will goes to the dev to prod. So like that it works. So all these things we need to take care. And regarding ALM continuously they will ask. And apart from that one, so they will ask the different challenges, what are the challenges you have faced, and so how you have resolved that challenges. So this is also very important point. So coming to challenges, so if they ask challenges, so we can't say like simply any. So like generally what are the challenges we have, ALM is one challenge, data integration is one challenge, and pulling data from one module to another module when you have the different dimensions, so that is also problem. So we need to think there and we need to write the formulas in that scenarios. But these are the general challenges we'll face. So but they will ask particularly, so face where did you face the challenge and how did you clear that challenge. So in your project what you have done, they ask that one. They don't ask general challenges of Anaplan, ALM or integration, or like pulling data from one module to another module when we have the different dimensions. So they don't ask these type of questions. So particularly they will be particular to our problem. So in that scenario we need to create one stories. So one clearly we need to mention I have faced this challenge and I have resolved this challenge. So for example, if you consider one challenge we can explain like in my our ALM fourth scenario, how for example. So in that scenario, what can we explain? My workspace GB was the 130 GB, and we have developed our model to 90 GB, and after that, they have we need to mention we need to maintain the three environments in the 130 GB. Even some other models also they need to create here. So in that scenario, what I have done, so I have done like I have copied the model and archived the model, and this in whatever the standard model I have. So that one I have deleted production list items, and I have reduced that model size to almost 1 to 2 GB. And again, like test model also I have done the same thing. I could maintain three environments here, and apart from that one, so I have like production model size will not get reduced, correct? Dev model 2 GB and test model will be 2 GB, 1 GB or 2 GB if I delete the production list items. But prod model size will it get reduced? Is it possible? Automatically it will not get reduced 90 GB only. But our manager is asked to reduce our model to almost 50 GB because we need to add some more years or some more other other models also we want to create here. So because of that one, what I have done, I have worked on model optimization technique, and in that model optimization technique, so we need to explain that our size optimization techniques, like I have removed unwanted dimensions, and I have removed turned off summary methods, and I have used like list subset wherever I don't require entire model calendar, so that only I could take the required year. So like that, even we can say wherever I don't require entire list, I have created the list subset, and I could use only few list items wherever I want. So like that, I have unwanted in one module I have 30 line items, but each and every line item doesn't require all dimensions. So that wherever I don't require other dimensions, I have turned off, and only I kept like whatever the dimensions I required for that particular line item. Like that, we need to explain everything, and we can
I'm trying this.
like whatever the possibility we have. So we should explain all this by model size optimization and procedure, so that I could reduce my model size to 90 GB to 50 GB, 45 GB. Like that, we should explain. This is the one particular scenario how I have faced the challenge, and I have reduced my model. Even like text formatted line items I have avoided, and it occupies the more space. So like this, whatever the size optimization points we have, we need to add all these points here, and we need to like explain properly, so that we could reduce our model to 90 GB to 45 GB. This all these things we should explain. This is a we can explain as a one challenge. So I have faced this one, and I could manage to do like this.
Almost this
Is it
90
clear
to
for everyone?
45 GB
What is
we are
our
doing for
problem? What?
production model, right?
Yes.
Sorry. This 90 to 45 GB we are doing for production model, right?
Yes, yes, production model only.
Yes.
And we whatever the thing we need to do in the dev model, that changes, and we need to sync it to prod model. Then what happened, that 90 GB become the 45 GB. Directly you can't do production model, generally deployed mode, correct? We can't do structural changes and everything. Dev model only we need to do the
Yes.
structural changes, and we need to sync it to prod, so that what happens, size will get reduced.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So otherwise, before making this three environment also, you can do in the dev model all these changes. So model size optimization before going to ALM only we can do. Sometimes if you don't do before ALM process, after completing the ALM process like three environment also, you can do everything whatever you want in the dev model. And if you sync the model, what happened? Size will get reduced. That is also possible. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
So that one we can explain as a one challenge. So this each and every challenge we need to highlight. So I have faced this challenge, and because of this one, by doing this one I got solution, I could provide the proper service. Like that we need to particular to each and every problem. So that is the one problem. And if I come to, if they ask particularly some other challenges, so they will be very particular to our challenges. So what you have faced the challenge and what you have done the challenge, how you solved that problem. So in that scenario, one more scenario how we can explain. So like if you coming to, um, I will show one scenario here. I will share my screen. In real time, whatever the challenges I have faced, that one I am showing. So how we have faced the challenge and how we could reduce our model size. So this one I want to show. So you can see, so what is in profit and loss report, how many dimensions we have, versions we have, time we have, and country we have. So this is the thing. Then what should I do? I will copy this one and I will do some changes here and I will show. So how it works. So what was the challenge we have faced? So what is the cell count of these two modules? 33,660.
Around
Fine.
31,000.
Yes. So if I come to here, if I take this revenue here, so revenue 03 margin calculation I will take. This is the, so we have the highest cell count in this one. So revenue 03 margin module I will take as a copy. So here you can see both the have 10 lakhs 72,000 cell count we have. So in this one, so what is the problem? You can see how we can, how we have the problem. So because of that one, how we could reduce the size here. So you can see, so if I have one cell count revenue, so what is the cell count of my revenue here? So what is the cell count of revenue?
78.
If I make turn on my summary method here, this summary method didn't get turned on. So you can see already this is a revenue, already it is turned on. So you can see this is a revenue. So what is the cell count of this revenue line item? 131, 131 and 196. So you can see here, so in that, in our planning also we have like one line item consists the more cell count. In that scenario what we have done, where we have 2 years we were planned there. So for revenue, if I, for that module particularly we got the lot of cell count in millions, we got the cell count. So not thousands and lakhs. So in millions we got the cell count. So in, are you speaking something, someone? So you can see here we got the cell count very, we got the cell count very millions of cell count we were faced there. So in that scenario for 2 years we were planning there. So simply what we have done, revenue we have here, revenue 2019 we have written the 2 line items here. 2099, simply I will create the revenue 2020. Revenue 2020. So for 2 years we were planning there. So we have divided that line items in the 2 parts. So 1 year, 1 year, like that. So in that scenario what happened? Simply in model calendar how many years we'll plan? Generally 3 years we'll plan. So in time ranges, what I do, simply 2019, I will create the two time ranges here. So what is my new time ranges? Yes, we can see here. We have created the two time ranges. So like FI 19, if I select, so in FI 19 we can select this time range, and 1 year, for 1 year we are planning here, and for one more time range we have created FY 20. So here basically in we were planning 2 years, but here we are planning 19, 20, 21, correct? So that is the reason number of periods should be, we should take the 2 years. So we can't take 1 year. So we are planning here for 3 years. So 2020 and 21 years we have. Here 2020 period, it consists the 20 and 21. 19 consists the only 2019. So if what I do simply, so if I select here revenue 19, all dimensions are same, but the thing is I will select for 19 time range, and for 20 I will select the 20 time range. You can see here. So by doing this one, you can see I will get the data here. 19 I will get the data here. 20 and 21 we have created 2 years time ranges. So I will get the data here. So whatever the references I have here, I need to replace the references. Instead of revenue, for margin I have, margin is equal to, so what formula we were faced, revenue minus cost of sale, generally margin. So for in this scenario, what should I do? For margin is equal to, yes,
Revenue 19 plus revenue 20.
like this we need to change. We need to give one bracket so that it will be, yes, it works. So yes, simply we can do like this. So you can see cell count, how it is happening. I got the 3 years data in these two cell counts. So you can see what is this cell count, 52,000 and 43,000. So how much it get? 95,000. But here in this cell count, earlier we have, how much we had cell count here, 1,31,000. So how it, why it becomes 1,31,000, only 95,000 instead of 1,31,000? Almost it reduced to 30 to 35%. How it get reduced here? Already we are showing here also 3 years data we are showing, correct?
Yeah.
Here we are showing the 1 year data. In 2020 and 21 data we are showing in this line item. You can 20 and 21 you can see. We are showing the same data, but still how, why we are facing, why we are getting the size, cell count is getting reducing by dividing these line items.
The number of times of multiplications has reduced with like
Here also we have 3, and here also we have 3 years. So but why it is happening? So we have in our Anaplan, what, how cell count will happens generally for cell count? So how we will calculate cell count means you can see what is this, how many locations we have in our level 1 location, 43 locations we have, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
43 locations we have. So 43 locations, 43 into how many products we have, 53. How we will calculate generally? 43 into can anyone do the calculations here? 43 into 53 into for how many years we are planning? For 3 years.
3
If
years.
you are planning 3 years, what happens? 36
6 and
months,
3
correct?
percent.
36 months. So you can see here, and 36 months, and how many versions we have? Again we are using the are we using versions for these line items or not? We are not using any versions, I hope, correct? We are not using versions. So you can see 40, if I make for this line item for 3 years I am planning, for example I will turn off this summary method. If I turn off this summary method, so how much I got value for this revenue line item for if I am planning 3 years? Yes,
7822.
78. So 78,000 something. How much if you multiply with the 43 into 53 into 36, how much you are getting?
82,000.
So almost same, means something products or locations are 1 or 2 is different. So nothing is there. So how cell count multiply with? So locations and product into it multiplies, it doesn't get add, correct? So in this scenario you can see, so if I multiply here, so if I will make here also summary method, sum I will make, I will keep the none here, we will get the easy calculation. So you can see, so here also you can see how much we are getting. So if I make the none, you are getting so much difference. So for calculation purpose it will be easy. So same calculation again can you do 43 into 53 and for 1 year. So how much value will get? 12. How much we are getting? Yes,
27,000.
27,000. 27,000 means product or locations are something 1 or 2 or less or more, correct? So that's it, 52 products I hope, 26,832 something we are getting. So if I take the 52 products, so like that what happens? So I hope these products are 53 only, I hope locations are 41, I hope. Yes, 41 correct. Locations are 41. If you multiply 41 locations and 53 products and 12, how much we are getting? Can you check? 26,000 exactly 076. So you can see in this way it is getting multiplying. If I instead of 12, if I multiply with the 36, how much we are getting?
7822.
78,000 we are getting, that is fine. 78,228 top one whatever we are getting, that is the correct one. So fine. And you can see same thing I am multiplying with this one with 24 months. So how much I am getting? 5 to 158, 5 to 152. So if we do like this, what happens simply? So it will get divide here. So it will get divide here and we will get the reducing size will get if you divide like this. Otherwise what happens simply? So it will get multiply and will get the more values here. So instead of like multiplying this, we will in Anaplan, if cell count will increase, so on the base of like 2 plus 2 4 2 plus 4 plus 4 8, we will not get like this. Everything whatever we are getting here, it will get multiplies here. So that is the reason what will we do generally, we will try to divide the line items and try to reduce the cell count. So because of that one what happens? So it purely impact on the size. So like this it helps us to decrease our model size here. So it reduce the cell count and so simply it will help us to decrease the model size. So this one we need to understand here. So how we are reducing the size, how you are uh, putting the effort to reduce the size. So this particular situation we need to explain because of more dimensions we have divided into our time into. So like instead of 2 years we have made like 1 year and 1 year for the same line item. So because of that one we could reduce the cell count. So like that we need to explain here. And particular situation we need, if we take whether it's situation correct or wrong they don't understand, but whether can you explain or not, did you done practically any project or not, they want to, if you have done the project what happened you will get ideas and you can explain these things. So that is the purpose they will expect from us. That's it, they don't even expect more than this one. So if he asks something, so for what are the challenges or something, we need to explain something here. So how you have done, what is your approach now, how you have put on the effort to reduce that size, and everything we should explain properly, it will be helpful for us. So 100% it will give confidence for us, and they will also understand that this guy has done some real time projects, so that they will consider us. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but by using time ranges
Ashish bhai,
also, we are getting the same cell count, right?
hmm.
Yes, Abdul Rahman, are you asking something?
By using time ranges also, if we add, we are getting the same cell count.
So earlier we had like 1,31,000. So from 1,31,000 to we are getting the almost 70,000 change. So that is our like cell count. So because of this one what happens, so by dividing cell count generally will reduce. So why means, so it whenever will add this cell count, correct, so some cell count will reduce here. So because of dimensions, if we reduce, so cell count little bit get reduced. So because of that one what happens, model size will affect. That's what my intention. So by doing this one, so even cell count, if you one more thing, if you increase the more cell count, so even though it is effect if for example if it doesn't impacting on the size, but if you have the millions of cell count in any one line item, so it impact the performance, correct. So it impacts the performance
Yes.
of 100% if you have the more than like we have some particular number here. So 2 millions or something, if your line item cell count is increased to more than 2 3 millions, so generally what happened, we need to divide, even though it is doesn't impacting the cell count also, it impacts the performance. If your line item is increasing too much cell count, 100% it impacts the performance. So that is also one problem. So we can so consider size and performance issue. We were faced size and performance issue. For that one we have divided one line item into two line item, so that cell count get reduced, my model performance is get increased. So like this we can explain, Abdur Rahman, performance also very important one here.
Okay.
Ashish bhai, actually in the starting you said that no revenue to line item we have right for 3 years model calendar included altogether, and it has 78,000 to 28 cell counts. And when we are dividing it to it 19 and 20 line items with one calendar and another 2 years calendar, so altogether also it is giving the same count, right? Uh, so that
What
is
I
the
am
question
saying,
actually.
it
Like,
impact the performance, okay. If you one cell one line item, it should not exceed more than 2 million to 3 millions. So perform, even though if it is cell count is same, so if your model is not getting open, if you have more than one line item 2 to 3 million cell count, so does it accept it?
okay, okay, I understood. So now,
Yes.
so we are dividing the line items with the less cell count so that no,
Model
it
performance
cannot.
improve.
Yeah.
Model, otherwise model will open very slowly.
Okay, okay,
Okay, that is
understood.
also major problem. So like already we have faced the problem, that one only I am explaining this one. So this performance also very major issue. No one will allow us to model open model slowly. So in this way what happens, so we need to take one example, so whatever the problem we have faced and how we have solved that one. So if I want to do this one, each and everywhere wherever I am revenue line item I am referring, I need to change the formula, correct? I need to change the formula.
Yeah.
Yes, wherever I am referring this revenue earlier, so for each and everywhere I need to refer these two line items. Instead of here I have done same thing, correct? For margin what I have done, so revenue 19 comma revenue 20 plus I am adding these two line items, then I am subtracting the cost of sales. So like this it works. So in this way, so
Asif bhai, one more question, Asif bhai. Like, regarding the model optimization techniques only, we are telling the interviewer that no, we are checking for the unwanted dimensions, and then we are also turning off the summary method, right? So for these two, if I am explaining, what kind of justification actually we can give? So if no, if summary method is already turned on, and why what kind of scenario you have faced that no to turn off the summary method? It is if it is enabled, it means that it was necessary. That is the reason it was enabled, right? And you are saying that no, again you are turning off the summary method to reduce the to optimize the performance or to improve the performance. Then how can we justify that?
justify directly we can't. That is the reason we should while explaining each and everywhere we should not turn off summary method, correct? We need to check whether that line items are referring somewhere or not, that line items are referring any UX pages. Each and everything we need to check, then turn off directly. How if we turn off, I have all the summary methods and simply, and if I turn off, what happens, size will get reduced but data I don't get. So what is the use of it, correct? So
Hmm.
because of that one, what should we do? So simply we need to, wherever that line items it doesn't referring anywhere, we need to check the references columns. So that line item not referring anywhere, and that line item not we are publishing in UX pages, then only we need to turn off summary method. Why we make each and everywhere turn off, that we need to mention while explaining. So if you simply say turning off summary method means, why do summary method, why do you turn off summary method? So if you make this turn off the summary method, simply you lost the data, correct? If you have data, you can't see the data, so that question will raise. So we should be
Yeah.
explained with proper reason. In which case, even though they are already also we have discussed this one. If you are removing unwanted dimensions, why you have added unwanted dimension in the module? They will ask this question. For that one, what justification should we give? Yes. Why do we
Yes, yes, sir.
remove unwanted dimension? Why did you add unwanted dimension first of all in the module? What is the justification for this one? Yes. What is the justification here?
We can say that in a module we have many line items. For some line items we need three dimension, but not for all line items.
Yes, for
We need
module
these
we
three.
need
Yes.
the dimension, but all line item it doesn't require. So that is the reason
Yes.
for few line items we need to remove that dimensions. So because of that one, what happens? It doesn't impacts. So what happened because of that one? Size will get reduced, cell count will reduce. Yesterday only we have seen so many modules, correct? So if you have the text format, for example, we need to give text formatted line item, list formatted line item. If I want write something formula there, it doesn't require all dimension, only that related, whatever the line item I am formula I am calculating, only that dimension we required there. Because of that one, what happening, we can reduce our cell count. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we need to understand this one. So other than this one, you can see what other questions, what are the other challenges they will ask other than this one. Simply they will ask like, what other new things they are asking nowadays, what are the new updates we are getting in the Anaplan. So that updates also they will ask one question. So what are the new updates we are getting in the Anaplan, what we have seen. So for example, from last 1 to 2 years we got the lot of changes in the Anaplan. So earlier 1 year back we couldn't see this user dimension. So this is also one best option here. So user, because of user dimension, so you can use user as a dimension in any module, so that if I apply the filter, so user by user data we can set, so that we have the advantage. And user based filter we can apply here because of user dimension. So earlier we don't had this option. And other advantages you can see in new UX pages we got, I can open model from here. So I can new UX pages I can open from here. So if I have apps, you can see from earlier now also you know only how we need to open the UX pages, means we'll go to my pages and we'll do same thing. So my pages and we'll open that UX pages and everything, but directly from model also you can open. So pages, if I click on pages, these are the apps. So it works for apps, not my pages. So you can see in apps in real time, you can see everything, this page, app, last updated, everything you can see directly. Whatever the UX page you want to open, you can open here by clicking here. So inside the model only they have given the option. So that is one more advantage. And if I come to other advantages, so you can see in UX pages, so on the base of role we will provide the access. So UX pages, you can see on the base of whatever the roles we have, so full access on the base of role, whatever the access we have created, on the base of this access only will provide the access here in UX pages. So if I have one page, one app, one page if I have here, so for this one, so for which role I should give the access. Earlier was only we have the on the base of this role we can give the read and write access at a time. Nowadays what they are giving, on the base of that role, if you want give the read access, you can give the read access. If you want give the write access, you can give both the access you can give. So this also new advantage for the role. And for the UX pages we are getting the option to whether do you want to give the read access or write access. So this is also one major change we got. And you can see for one UX page you can give the multiple sources. So multiple sources you can give. In our trial period what happens, generally we are not getting that, it doesn't support it. So in app pages only it supports. You can see if I open here, if you go to my pages, so you have here page setting and delete option we have. So here lot of things generally other than this one in real time we have here. Copy the this app and move some, if you want move option you have. And if you want check the source, so source access you can see, and everything you can see here. So for one page you can keep the one app. So one app you have particular this, these are the all of the pages. So in while creating the app for one app, so generally while making three environments models will make in dev model, dev, test and prod. So in apps also will make same thing. So dev model and dev environment, prod environment, test environment. So generally what happened, once if I create the one apps for the dev environment, that only I copy and I will move to the test and prod. Simply I will move, I will click on here, move to the, simply move to the test environment one copy and prod environment one copy. So by making here, so what happened, I can change the source. So apps are the just plain papers. So for this dev environment app, I am attaching the dev source model, and prod environment apps I am attaching the prod model, and test environment model I will attach the test model as a source. Whatever the source you attach to that model, simply that pages will show that model data, correct? So in pages are basically empty one. Whatever the source you give, from that source model you will get the data. But these three source models should be synchronized. These three models whatever we are giving here, so model should be synchronized and originated from the same model. What is mean by originated from the same model? Three model are should be sync. What is mean by sync? Can I take for this three environment, ASIF dev model is my source. I have made ASIF three copies, ASIF dev, ASIF test and ASIF prod. Other than this model, for this app, instead of these three models, can I keep any other model, Lokesh model can I set for that apps? Is it possible?
Yes, I think.
So that three model should be synchronized. Synchronized nothing but structurally it should be same. Then only we can take. So this Lokesh model is a different model. So multiple sources means that model should be sync. That model should be get copy from my model only. From ASIF dev model, if I make 3-4 copies, that is possible. But Lokesh model it doesn't accept in the these three models. Why means this structure is a different. Lokesh model structure and ASIF structure is a different. This model structure is a different. So if I want to ALM sync, so in UX pages, if I want to apply the ALM, that generally if you want to do ALM also, model should be in compatible mode, correct? Compatible position it should be there. What is meant by compatible? What is meant by compatible?
Same
Compatible,
structure.
same structure. It should consist the same structure. So in ALM also, if you in ALM, what we have discussed today, like in prod model, if you do something, if you lost the data, that what we have discussed, that model we need to bring in standard mode, and we need to export the data and everything. If I, while doing that one, if I do any structural changes, so for example, I have these two models we know, ASIF dev model we have, and ASIF dev model and which model are compatible? For which model we are syncing here? ASIF prod model or prod new? Prod new we are syncing generally. You can see where is our prod new? Is it in archived mode? So prod new is in archived mode. Simply what I do, change the mode for some time. I will create ASIF dev model is there. If I create something here, already I have created few things here simply. So if I create one revision tag here, if I create some revision tag, RT8 revision tag I am creating. So if I go here only, manage model ASIF prod new. So where is my ASIF prod new? I have here. If I ask sync to here, so from ASIF dev and ASIF prod new are the compatible models. So fine, I can sync here from whatever the changes I got there. So I can simply, the structure of target model is incompatible with the source. So already this, why it is showing this one, in what is mean by incompatible?
There is mismatch between the like
Yes, structure means,
yeah.
why we, I hope I brought this one in the standard mode,
ASIC Pro.
and I have done some structural changes. So because of that one, what happens if I want to sync, simply it is showing structurally it is not compatible. So if for prod model, generally if you bring back in standard mode, for example for any some emergency, for restoring or something, so what should we do? So we should not do any structural changes. Production changes, data changes you can do, still it is not a problem. But again what should we do? We need to, we should not do any structural changes and again restore to your present state. That is the not a issue. Simply you can pull data from the dev to prod, it will be compatible. But in my prod model, if I bring back standard mode and if I do something structural changes, so totally dev and prod will not be compatible. So can I do anything here? I can't do anything. So again it will be lot of risk where both models are compatible. In that position I need to go and I need to sync and I need to do the lot of things. So because of that one, what should we do generally? Whenever if you deploy the model, generally we don't suggest to bring back in the standard mode. If you bring back standard mode also, some because of some emergency work, what should we do? We need to do only production data changes only we should do. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
So that is
Yeah.
the major thing. So that we need to understand them. So these are the like few one more like challenges we'll face in ALM. So they ask like different questions they will ask from this ALM as well. And other than this one, so like regarding like CloudWorks they are asking. So the what I am trying to say here, ALM in Anaplan, what are the new changes we got means this like you one model you can keep the app you can keep the multiple sources. And so for that, for example dev apps I have, for the dev apps I can keep the source as if test also I can keep as a app as a source and I can check the data. And for the same app I can keep that ASIF prod model as a source and I can see the prod model data as well in the dev app only. So for one source I can keep the one app, I can keep the multiple sources, and like this lot of like these changes we got here. So these are also one changes. And these changes we got hierarchy card we got and network card we got. So map card we got, new updates in the map card. So these are the, we can say these cards we got but we didn't use in our project. So these are the new changes we are getting in the Anaplan. And other than this one even we can say like CloudWorks also new functionality we got. So where can we see this CloudWorks? You can see here. So CloudWorks also new functionality we got this one. So inside Anaplan only you can create the data integration process, we can create connection, and you can, if I want, automate any action. So generally earlier any action if I want to automate, so some data I want to daily import it morning 12 o'clock. So what should I do? Generally earlier we need to do this automate process by the some other tools. But nowadays what happening here, CloudWorks only you can create the new connection. So what is the source and what is the target, and then so by source to target you can set data integration option as well, and even you can automate any action to do or daily or weekly whatever it on the base of frequency. So everything you can set by the CloudWorks. So for CloudWorks also we have like daily we have one video like how we can update the current date by using CloudWorks. So for if I have today February 9, so tomorrow our model you can see in our system automatically will get the data, will get date 2/9/2025. Same way, so tomorrow it will become the 2/10/2025 simply. So how it automatically getting the change the date, same way for our Anaplan model as well, date automatically will get changed. If you run any action, if you create any action and to change the date from today days to tomorrow's date, then what happens, that action I need to run the daily automatically. Though automatically if that action will get runs, so what happens if
The
I go
date
to
will change.
tomorrow, time is 12 o'clock, night 12 o'clock, what happens, today days will get replaced with the
Tomorrow's date.
tomorrow's date. So that action, that activity also we have done. So so to, we can take one scenario to automate current date. We have um, used this cloudworks for our model. One scenario we can take in our model, so that will be helpful for us. So whenever they ask any question, so for related to that question we need to give one. In our project we have done related to this task, this functionality. So simply we should own our that functionality, and we have implemented this functionality, and so we should explain these things so that they will get the confident. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And one more thing, so what are the sources for cloudworks mean? So you can see Amazon S3 and three sources we have basically here. So Amazon and Amazon S3 and Azure, Microsoft Azure, and GCP, Google Cloud Query. So these three are the we are using as a sources for this CloudWorks. So this is also very important one. So the basic question they will ask, so we should be ready for these questions. So if you want anything, you if you want to prepare the notes as well. So if you are new things, if we get any doubt, simply we can search in chat GPT. We will get the data. So we should make as a notes, so how it is happening. Even in our document also we have interview questions document, also we have all these things. So try to, if we furthermore if we want any data, so regarding that one, so same answers will give the in multiple ways in our chat GPT, same answer. So whichever the answer we are easily we can understand, that one we can take. So is it clear how we need to prepare the notes in our own way by watching that our interview document?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
So by watching that one, we should search in chat GPT, so that you can publish our answer in the chat GPT. So I have this answer, but I want in different way. So for this question, so like this we can search, so that what happens, it will provide the answer in different way. So you, if you don't understand that answer, what should I do? Again you can re-ask the question. So I want same question in the different way. So like this what happens, whatever the answer we have, even though, so you can give answer, I have this answer but I want this answer in a different way, in convenient way. Like that we need to search and we need to get. So like this whatever after watching that one as well, we need to prepare our own notes. We should not follow any answer directly. So whatever the words are easily we can explain, so you can we should prepare that notes in our own words, and we need to deliver in front of interviewer. So this is about this data, CloudWorks. This is also one new option we got here. And so these are the different even for new updates also we got this multi coloring option, also conditional formatting and everything also we got as a new feature only. You can see if I go to my pages, So we have prepared the plain card here. So if I want to apply the different conditional formatting here, format, earlier they didn't provide these things, so nowadays they have provided. And even if you want column wise and each and every background, so this you can see, if I want this one in different color, you can give. So headers, row headers, column headers, style, so whatever it, so whatever we want we can select here, and you can publish it. So on the base of our requirement, we can, this conditional formatting also new option we got here. So everything they are providing, and new changes we are getting in UX pages. So this one we need to highlight here. So is it clear what are the changes we are getting?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes. So these changes also we need to try to cover, and how it is happening. And every month in Anapedia also will get the new updates. So if you go to Learning Center, simply you will get the platform updates. So every month whatever they are releasing, so that releases points we need to highlight and we need to explain. So that also they are asking. So these are the basic things generally they repeatedly they are asking. So try to go through all these things. Even I will share this recorded session as well. So prepare the challenges, and so what are the new updates we are getting, and how they will ask the question, and how we need to own that problem and we need to deliver. So do you have any doubt regarding this one? We can discuss on this one.
And here Asif bhai, in UX space, okay. So even in the grid view, okay. So even we can change the even cell colors as well, right? By using conditional formatting, and
Yes.
we can see there limited colors we can see there. Okay, we need to exit. Okay, when it edit option, okay, we can see only limited colors that we can see. Okay, so I can see that there is a one more option by giving code also we can give some different color as well, right? Is that got it my point, Asif bhai?
Which line I'm not getting, sorry, for which color,
Okay.
which line item do
By
you want?
using condition, no, no, in
Yes, yes,
grid
conditional
level,
formatting we can give. Yes, yes, conditional, by
yes,
using
yes, right.
conditional
So,
formatting we can give different
yeah,
colors.
just edit that one, grid one, edit. Just go to that conditional formatting. Yeah, see, no, not this one. That font color. Yeah, see, here.
What do you want?
So, yeah, so this one. So here we can see only limited colors, right? Okay.
Yes,
But
yes, yes.
instead of this one, if you want to use any another color, so in edit box, okay, in that edit box, FF, we can
Yes,
say
yes.
FF, right?
So
So
ASS.
by giving code also, we have some codes, right? So by giving code also, we can give some other different colors as
Yes,
well,
yes,
right?
we can
So
100% we can
is
give.
that, yeah, is that new option, or is this already, it was
All
already
these things,
old one?
formatting and everything, all these are the new options only. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes, whatever this the conditional formatting earlier they didn't provide this one. So nowadays everything is they are this new functionality. So we got. So because of this one, we are getting one benefit. So like it is a good thing for us. So we can beautify our UX pages. We can make like impressive dashboards to the end users. So this is the thing.
Okay.
And other than this one, like everyone like first of all we need to give the mock interviews daily on the base of our interview questions. And daily 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So daily classes we need to attend, and so we need to discuss what are the interview questions we have, and how we need to explain use case and user stories and everything. And then so after giving mock interviews on 1 week, so we should upload our resume. We should not keep more days pending. So but everyone should give mock interview here. So don't only listen and go ahead, go home. So simply what should we do? Everyone should participate and everyone should discuss. So what is our use case and user story, and what are our previous roles and responsibilities, everything we need to discuss, and then we need to upload the resume in within 1 week. We should not keep more days pending. So after that one we can face the real interviews, and once if we face the interviews we'll get the questions. So after facing the interviews, what happened, what are the questions they are asking, so what are the answers we are giving, we will get idea. So then you can according to that questions where we can able to answer, where we can't giving answer. So by understanding that one we will get the new ideas, so how we need to prepare, and where I need to focus. So on that one we can put on effort, and we can give the proper interviews. So later, so initially 1 2 interviews are we'll get the idea. So after that we can understand, so where we are lagging and everything, we need to focus on our lagging area, and so that we can improve ourselves and we can give the proper interviews. So do you have any doubts regarding this one?
No, no.
No, I'm good also.
Others, do you have any doubt? Others?
No, sir.
So can you share that interview question document?
Yes, I will share, I will share. So yes, Naveen, how is your mock interviews are going on? Are you giving mock interviews, Naveen?
Yes, sir. But yesterday I was not there. The day before yesterday I have given. And hello.
Okay, so daily give them mock interview, and they are sending the message in the group. So everyone should
Yes,
respond
sir.
for that one. Correct?
Okay, sir.